Hey everybody, what's going on? So today I'm at the park with my dogs and I figured this would be the perfect time to do a quick little vlog on the topic of apple cider vinegar. And so I want to talk about this stuff, a little bit about my experience, my research that I've done on the topic of apple cider vinegar and whether or not it's something beneficial for weight loss. It's something that I get asked time and time again, is this something that will help me shed a few extra pounds, or heck, maybe you're even looking for a significant amount of weight loss. Well, let's talk a little bit about this stuff. So I think, like I said, one of the main things that people are after with this stuff is weight loss. And why that is, well, back in 2009, there was a Japanese study that was done that took 155 obese individuals. And what they did was they broke them up into 3 separate groups. They had, and this was a double-blind study, but they had a control group. They had a group which they prescribed 15 milliliters of apple cider vinegar and 30 milliliters of apple cider vinegar. And this was a daily dose. And what they did was they monitored their weight loss over the course of 12 weeks. And what they noticed is that the subjects actually lost weight in a dose-dependent manner, which basically just meant the more apple cider vinegar they were prescribed, the more weight they lost. And so when we look at this statistically, the results of this study were actually very significant. And that's mainly due to the fact that when we compare the 3 groups, the placebo group or the control group didn't actually lose any weight at all. And so that's where I think a lot of this data when it comes to weight loss gets misconstrued, because if we actually take time to look at the results of the study and how much weight these subjects actually lost, well, it wasn't really that significant at all. And like, let's look at the 15 milliliter group, for example. If we look at it at a month-to-month basis and we break it up into pounds, well, for one, they only lost about 1.2 kilograms over the course of the 12 weeks, and the 30 milliliter group lost 1.9 kilograms. And so if we actually break that up into pounds and look at it a month-to-month basis, the 15 milliliter group only lost a little over half a pound, and the 30 milliliter group barely lost over a pound and a half. So when we're really looking at, that's a very slow rate at which they're losing weight. Granted, it's better than nothing, and I think that's probably the main takeaway here too, is that, you know, yes, all they did was incorporate this into their diet and they did lose a little bit of weight, but there's other things to consider, like 4 weeks after losing the weight, they actually all gained the weight that they lost. They gained it all back. So things like that. And not only that, but when you compare the fact that a healthy weight loss range is anywhere from 1 to 2 pounds a week, this is, once again, a very slow rate at which they were losing weight. So the biggest thing that I recommend with apple cider vinegar when I have, whether it's clients or family and friends that ask me about it, it's something that I think you could incorporate into your nutrition as a tool to supplement with, but don't expect to see some drastic weight loss changes. And I think, because if you do, I think you're going to definitely set yourself up for disappointment. And I'm not necessarily saying that this is a bad thing or that you shouldn't try this stuff. You know, some people, if you feel it's working for you, that's great, you know, and keep doing it. Because when it comes to the drawbacks to this stuff, I don't think there's a whole lot of evidence out there showing that this stuff is bad for you either. I know there's some claims that say, you know, long term it can actually induce lower levels of potassium, but I think the evidence out there is pretty limited to that stuff as well. So, but like I said, I'm not knocking this stuff and trying to give it a bad rap. I'm just saying that when it comes to weight loss, you know, use this as kind of just a small tool that you can incorporate into your nutrition. I think that there's definitely some new research going on with the active ingredients of acetic acid and the polyphenol content that apple cider vinegar contains, which I think is very interesting, because what we know about polyphenols is they act as kind of a fertilizer for the gut, like a prebiotic in a sense, and they can actually promote healthy gut bacteria, which in essence will help you kind of digest your food better and absorb more nutrients. So definitely some good stuff going on there. So but yeah, if you want me to do a video more in depth on this stuff, this was just kind of an introduction and kind of my views, nothing, you know, too formal. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below if you have any experience, whether it's good or bad, with this stuff, any recommendations, or maybe there's some new research out there that I just haven't been exposed to yet. And so but yeah, let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that thumbs up button if you like this video. And then, like I said, I'll do another video on this if you guys want, maybe a little bit more in depth. So, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.